Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo students, how are you? Hai peserta didik sekalian, apa kabar? Semoga selalu dalam keadaan sehat dan tetap semangat. Berjumpa lagi dengan saya, Mrs. Anita Rusparina. Kali ini kita akan membahas materi tentang expressing suggestion and offering something. Okay, what is expressing suggestions? Expressing suggestions mean that we give a suggestions to propose an idea or a plan to be considered by other people. Yang artinya adalah expressing suggestion, kita memberikan sebuah ide ataupun rencana kepada orang lain untuk dipertimbangkan. And then next, what is offering something? Well, offering something means that we give something physical or abstract to other people, which can be as a gift or a treat. Yang artinya adalah offering something berarti kita menawarkan sesuatu kepada orang lain, baik berupa benda ataupun hal lainnya. And then, what's next? Okay, what is the social functions of expressing suggestions and offering something? Well, the social functions is to facilitate an interpersonal communication between different people. Yang artinya adalah fungsi sosialnya untuk memfasilitasi sebuah komunikasi interpersonal antara orang-orang yang berbeda. Baik, nah setelah kita membahas tentang what is expressing suggestions and then what is offering something, juga fungsi sosialnya, kira-kira apa yang selanjutnya? Baik, yang selanjutnya adalah apa sih atau bagaimana sih? Or what are the expressions and what are the responses? Well, let's take a look to the following video.
We're learning how to make suggestions and offer different things in English. Dan, what shall we do this weekend? I don't know, the forecast says it will be bright and dry on Saturday. But it may rain on Sunday. We could go for a picnic to the lake. And if the weather gets worse, we might go back to town to spend the evening at home watching TV. Going to the lake sounds great, I'm up for it. But I'm not sure about watching TV on Sunday evening, it is boring, I'd rather go shopping or watch a film at the cinema. Sounds good to me. How about inviting Jack and Mary? They could join us. Yes, let's do that. Dan, what shall we do this weekend? We use the modal verb shall when we ask for a suggestion. More examples. Where shall we go on holiday? Shall we stay home tonight? We could go for a picnic to the lake. We use the modal verb could or might when we are making a suggestion. Repeat after me. They could join us later. We might go to Prague together. Sounds good to me. How about inviting Jack and Mary? To make a suggestion, we also use questions with how about and what about. We say how about or what about something or someone, and how about or what about doing something. For example, how about the cinema? What about the cinema? How about going to the cinema? What about going to the cinema? So what's the difference between how about and what about? Using how about, we sound more sure in relation to our suggestion, and what about sounds less sure. The second important thing is that we use both how about and what about to make a suggestion, but only what about to make an objection. So let's take a look at an example of an objection. We are leaving now, but what about me? I don't want to stay here alone. The person who's saying, I don't want to stay here alone, is not happy with the fact, and he's making an objection. Yes, let's do that. One more way to make a suggestion is to use let us or the short form let's. Repeat after me. Let's visit Colombia next year. Let's invite them to the party. Going to the lake sounds great, I'm up for it. If you agree with a suggestion, you can use one of the following phrases. Sounds great, sounds good to me, I'm up for it, which is quite colloquial or even slang. It's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, fine. More examples. Let's visit Colombia next year. It's a great idea. Let's invite them to the party. Sounds good to me. But I'm not sure about watching TV on Sunday evening. It is boring. When you disagree with a suggestion, you can use the following phrases. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I don't think it's a good idea. You had better not, or we had better not, but you can more often hear the short form of this phrase. You'd better not, we'd better not. More examples. Let's call him now. I'm not sure about that. How about inviting them to the party? We'd better not. I'd rather go shopping or watch a film at the cinema. And if you disagree with a suggestion, you can suggest an alternative or express your preference. And you can use the following. I prefer, I would rather, and the short form, I'd rather. We had better, or we'd better. So I'd rather means the same as I prefer, and we'd better is the same as we should. Let's go shopping tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. I'd rather stay at home, or I prefer to stay at home. Please pay attention that when we use prefer, we use the to infinitive, but when we use I'd rather or we'd rather, we use the bare infinitive. And the second dialogue. We could stay here for the night. I don't know. We'd better find a better place. So you see that the person is not happy with the idea and he's making a recommendation. So how to report other people's suggestions? What is Dan saying? We could go for a picnic to the lake. So, Dan suggested going to the lake or going for a picnic to the lake. So we use the gerund after the verb suggest, and we never use the to infinitive after suggest. So you cannot say Dan suggested to go to the lake. It's wrong. Another variant is to use the modal verb should or bare infinitive without to. For example, Dan suggested that they should go to the lake. Or, Dan suggested that they go to the lake. So what is the difference between a suggestion and an offer? When you suggest something, you express some idea or give advice for consideration, and then a decision is made. Sometimes it's a common decision. So Dan suggested going to the lake, and his friend agreed. But offering something, you're asking if someone would like something or would like to do something. So look at Jane. She says, "Would you like a cup of coffee?" So she offered him a cup of coffee. The verb offer also has the meaning of provide an opportunity to do something, and the other person can either accept this opportunity or reject it. And one more important thing is how we use verbals after these verbs, so how we express an action. Repeat after me. He suggested going to the lake. He suggested that they should go to the lake. He suggested that they go to the lake. So, after the verb suggest, we use the gerund, the modal verb should, or the bare infinitive, which is the infinitive without to. What about offer? Repeat after me. She offered to help him with the homework. He offered to give me a ride. So, after the verb offer, we use the infinitive with to.
Nah, para peserta didik sekalian, kalian sudah menyaksikan videonya. Dan kalian sudah mengetahui ungkapan-ungkapan yang digunakan dalam expressing suggestions and offering something. Yang mana dalam expressing suggestion and also offering something terdapat dua kemungkinan respon. Yang pertama adalah accepting dan yang kedua adalah declining. Baik, sekarang saatnya kalian menyimpulkan materi kita hari ini. Demikian yang dapat saya sampaikan. Semoga bermanfaat dan sampai jumpa di materi yang berikutnya. Bye-bye!